Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to unpack complex topics and give you those essential insights. Today we're diving into something that's really relevant for all of us. What survival really looks like. And hint, it's not just canned food.
Exactly.
You know, in a world where things feel less predictable, the systems we count on every day, like grocery stores, emergency services, well, they're often more fragile than we think.
That's right.
We see it all the time, don't we? Intense storms, supply chains getting fractured, power grids failing, even civil unrest popping up.
Yeah.
Look, this isn't about being alarmist. It's just acknowledging what's happening.
And that's why this is so timely. You know, these disruptions, they're becoming more common. Just think back, the last big storm or weird event in your area.
Yeah.
How fast did the shelves empty out?
Right. Pretty fast, usually.
And how long were people without power? What if it lasted longer? Days, weeks?
Yeah, those are real questions.
These aren't just like abstract thoughts anymore. They're the starting point for smart preparation.
But here's the good news, the really empowering part. You don't need some hidden bunker, you know, or a year's supply of MREs to make a huge difference.
Absolutely not.
Real preparedness, it's more balanced. It blends awareness with action, caution with actual capability.
Building resilience into everyday life.
Exactly, weaving it in.
So our mission today really is to help you take those vague worries, maybe anxieties you have, and turn them into actual concrete plans. We want to give you a roadmap. You know, protect yourself, your family, figure out the real risks, prep your home, learn some key skills.
And just move forward with more confidence.
Yeah. It's about being prudent.
Yeah.
Sensible, not paranoid.
Okay, so let's dig into that first piece, mindset. When things go sideways, what really makes the difference, it's usually not just the gear, right?
Not at all. It's mostly about mindset.
Like, think about James and Michael during Hurricane Katrina. Same storm, same city.
Right.
James was watching the weather, filled his gas tank, got some cash, packed a few things. His family left calmly, like 2 days before landfall. Smart. Proactive.
Michael, he kind of shrugged off the warnings, then got stuck in traffic, gas stations empty, stores cleared out.
Big difference in outcome there.
Huge difference. All down to that initial mindset and approach.
And that really highlights this core idea. Survival is maybe 80% psychology, 20% gear, roughly.
80%. Wow.
Yeah. It's why, you know, military special forces focus so much on psychological screening and training, because the best gear in the world is useless if you're frozen by fear or can't think straight.
Makes sense.
So developing this mindset, it means understanding the difference between risk awareness, which is seeing threats clearly, and paranoia, which just leads to scattered efforts, maybe decision paralysis, you know.
Yeah, paralysis is a killer. We saw that play out big time with COVID early on, didn't we?
Oh, absolutely.
People who were risk aware, they just quietly started adding a few extra things to their grocery trips, no panic.
Right, just sensible stocking up.
Then boom, panic buying hits, shelves empty nationwide. Those folks already had a buffer. And how fast did things disappear? Bread, milk, toilet paper.
Gone in like 72 hours in most places, and took a week, maybe more, to get even partly restocked.
So this points to something called cognitive reframing.
Oh, okay, what's that exactly?
It's basically rewiring your brain, turning that worry into constructive action. So instead of thinking, oh no, we're doomed, which isn't helpful,
Right.
the prepared mind shifts to, okay, this needs attention. What specific steps can I take today?
Actionable steps.
Exactly. It's that risk-informed mindset versus the paranoid one. One focuses on likely scenarios, the other wastes energy on extreme long shots.
So how do you figure out what your likely scenarios are? How do you start?
Scenario planning. It's a really powerful tool.
Okay.
You basically look at potential events. How likely are they? And what's their impact if they happen? And for most people, the highest probability, highest impact stuff. It's usually things like power outages, severe weather, maybe financial hiccups.
Not necessarily the Hollywood doomsday stuff.
Right. Exactly. So think about your location. What are your top, say, 3 realistic scenarios? Flooding, winter storms, local economic issues.
Makes sense. Focus on the probable.
And here's a great technique. Actually name your fear out loud.
Just say it.
Yeah. When you articulate it, like, I'm concerned about a long power outage cutting off heat this winter, it engages your logical brain.
Instead of just vague anxiety.
Precisely.
Right.
And then you can turn that into an if-then plan. If the power goes out for more than, say, 2 hours in winter, then we set up the kerosene heater, close off rooms, use sleeping bags. See?
Simple. Actionable. Takes the fear down a notch.
It does. And build on that with micro victories. Don't get overwhelmed by trying to do everything at once.
Small steps.
Yeah. Store an extra gallon of water today. Check your flashlight batteries tomorrow. Celebrate those small wins. They build momentum.
Okay. But what about getting your family on board? Sometimes they think you're being, well...
The crazy prepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a common hurdle. The key is to focus on recent, relatable examples. Remember how fast stores emptied last storm? Or Hurricane Sandy?
Real events people remember.
Frame it as responsible stewardship, like having home insurance or car insurance. It's just common sense, not fear-mongering.
So maybe conversation starters like, what if last year's storm lasted a week?
Perfect. Or, maybe we should have a bit more emergency cash saved up, just in case.
Keep it practical, like having some supplies is just good sense, like a spare tire.
Exactly. And to make it stick, assign specific family responsibilities.
Divide and conquer.
Kind of. One person manages water rotation, another checks first aid. A teen handles the communication plan. It builds ownership and expertise.
Makes it less daunting for one person.
Totally. And it weaves preparedness into the family routine.
So ultimately, this isn't a destination, it's a practice.
It's absolutely a practice. Daily habits build that resilience.
Okay, like what kind of habits?
Simple micro habits. When you walk into a room, spot the exits. Just make it automatic.
Situational awareness.
Yeah. Or try Kim's game, just 30 seconds to mentally note details around you. Or a quick 5-minute bodyweight workout for functional strength.
Little things add up.
They really do. Add a small flashlight or bandana to your everyday carry. Small tools, big utility.
Okay.
Take a few minutes each week to reflect. What went well? What's next? Even try things like controlled stresses, cold showers, timed puzzles. Builds mental toughness.
Stress inoculation, right?
And after-action reviews. After any challenge, big or small, what worked, what didn't, what did we do differently, learn from everything. So yeah, mindset is the absolute foundation. Start with one habit today, maybe just spotting those exits. It shifts you from anxious to prepared.
Okay, so we've got the mindset piece. Now let's move to tangible actions, building that home fortress.
Right, because knowledge without action is just philosophy, right?
Yeah, pretty useless in a crisis.
So a helpful way to think about home resilience is in layers, layered timelines.
Okay, what are layers?
We usually talk about 72 hours, then 2 weeks, then maybe 3 months. And the good news is you probably already have a lot of this stuff. It's just maybe scattered or not quite enough.
So step one is figuring out what you actually have.
Exactly. Do a quick home inventory. See your gaps. Avoid buying duplicates.
Makes sense. So the 72-hour layer, that's the immediate stuff.
Yeah, immediate triage. Buying time. Not about comfort, just survival. Water. Aim for a gallon per person per day. Bottled water is easiest to start.
Food.
Minimal prep. Think 1,500 calories per person daily. Bars, canned goods, stuff you don't need to cook much.
Light.
Lanterns, headlamps, lots of extra batteries. Don't forget meds, first aid, a hand crank radio for info.
Sanitation, copies documents too, right?
Crucial. Basic sanitation supplies and waterproof copies of important papers.
Okay, so that's 72 hours. What about stretching that to 2 weeks?
Now your water storage gets more robust, maybe stackable water bricks or those 7-gallon aquatainers.
And rotation becomes key.
Absolutely. Simple FIFO, first in, first out. New water goes in the back, older water comes forward to use.
Food for 2 weeks.
Now you think more about nutrition. Calculate your family's actual calorie needs, weight, activity, number of people. A family of 4 might need 9,000 calories a day, give or take.
Wow, that adds up.
It does. And you'll want cooking alternatives, camp stove, maybe a solar oven, backup power options, entertainment, better hygiene plan.
Okay, then the big one. 3 months. True resilience.
Yeah, this is where you get really self-sufficient. Integrated water collection, rainwater harvesting, big tanks, multi-stage filters,
Food systems.
bulk staples, maybe home canning, even growing some food. Power means renewables, battery storage, climate control, passive design, active backups.
Sounds like a lot.
It can be, but the key is phased purchasing, incremental progress. Don't try to do it all at once.
Right, layer by layer.
Exactly. So 72 hours gets you through the immediate shock. 2 weeks adds more comfort and options. 3 months gives you real independence. It's about scaling up your self-sufficiency.
Beyond supplies, what about the house itself? Hardening it.
Super important. Start with a basic structural safety check. Roof? Okay. Heavy furniture secured. Flexible gas lines if you're in quick country.
Simple things can make a big difference.
They really can. And designate a safe room. Ideally central, minimal glass. Maybe reinforce the door frame with longer screws.
Okay.
And think progressively for specific threats. Wind, Start with garage door bracing, maybe plywood for windows later.
Flooding,
Elevate appliances, check valves first. Then maybe barriers, sump pumps.
earthquakes,
Furniture straps, flexible connectors first.
Yeah.
Then structural reinforcement if needed.
wildfire.
Clear gutters, ember-resistant vents are easy wins.
Yeah.
Then fire-resistant landscaping, better roofing.
Step-by-step improvements based on your risks.
Precisely.
Okay. Maintaining temperature. That's huge, especially without power.
Critical. Passive methods first. Thermal curtains, attic ventilation, smart window use for cross breezes,
Active options for heating.
multi-fuel heaters, kerosene, propane, wood
Yeah.
stoves if feasible and safe. Battery fans, maybe even a DIY evaporative cooler. Simple but effective. But, and this is really important, carbon monoxide.
Ah, the silent killer.
Yes, proper ventilation is non-negotiable for any fuel-burning heater, and working CO detectors are a must. Never, ever run generators, camp stoves, charcoal grills indoors. Ever.
Got it. Crucial safety point. So for true resilience, redundant power, water, communication.
The trifecta. For power, think layers again.
Yeah.
Generators are powerhouses, but know there's starting versus running watts. A fridge needs a big surge to start.
Transfer switch for safety.
Highly recommended. We'll supplement with solar panels, battery storage, maybe vehicle adapters, hand crank for small stuff.
And use pure sine wave inverters for sensitive electronics, right?
Yes, protects them from damage.
Water security beyond bottles.
Food-grade containers, 55-gallon barrels, those big IBC totes if you have space. Even bathtub bladders for temporary surge capacity.
Again, purification.
Multi-barrier approach. Filter first even improvised with cloth, sand, charcoal, then disinfect boiling, UV, chemical tablets, then store safely.
That emergency bleach formula.
Good backup. Unscented bleach, 8 drops per gallon of clear water, double for cloudy. Let it sit 30 months.
Communication redundancy if phones are down.
NOAA weather radio is essential for alerts. Two-way radios for local chat, maybe mesh networking devices for local text nets.
And a family plan.
Yeah, like the 10-20 rule.
Yeah.
Check in 10 a.m. p.m., listen for 20 minutes. And that PACE plan again.
Yeah.
Primary cell text, alternate landline, contingency radio runner, emergency meeting point.
And the final piece, test everything regularly.
Has to be done. Run the generator monthly under load, check batteries, test filters, send backup texts. Make sure it all works before you need it.
All right, so the challenge this week, a 15-minute home safety walk. Find one improvement for each layer, 72-hour, 2-week, 3-month.
Small steps, big impact.
All right, let's zero in on the absolute essentials, food and water.
It's a foundation.
I remember reading about Janet during that Texas ice storm in 2021. While others were scrambling, she was serving homemade soup from her pantry.
Yeah, she said she wasn't prepping for disaster, just being practical about feeding her family affordably.
And with grocery prices up like 20% since 2020, smart food planning is just smart economics too.
Yeah, absolutely. Food and water are the bedrock. You can manage without power for a bit, but without hydration and nutrition, everything else falls apart. So, pillar 1, calculate your real needs.
Okay, how do you do that accurately? Calories first.
Simple baseline. Body weight in pounds times an activity factor. Add maybe 10-15% safety margin for stress.
So someone less active needs less than someone doing physical work.
Right. Maybe 2,200 calories versus over 3,000. You need to personalize it.
Water. Still that gallon per person per day.
Minimum. For drinking, cooking, basic hygiene. But that goes up fast with heat, illness, exertion.
And don't forget water for dehydrated meals.
Crucial. And fat calories for energy, especially in cold. Pet needs about an ounce of water per pound of pet weight. Even hand-washing water adds up.
What about water activity? I saw that mentioned.
Oh, yeah. It's basically how much free water microbes can use. Low waste foods, below 0.6, resist spoilage much better. Think dried goods.
Common pitfalls people run into.
High sodium foods, they make you thirstier. Forgetting pets, skimping on fats, you need that energy.
And sticking to familiar foods is important too, right? For morale.
Definitely. Stressful times aren't when you want to introduce weird new foods. Comfort matters.
Okay, so pillar 2. Build a layered supply system. 3 tiers.
Yeah, balances access, security, long-term needs. Tier 1 is your everyday pantry rotation. 2 to 4 weeks of stuff you normally eat.
Store what you eat what you store.
That's the mantra. Date mark things, use an inventory app maybe, simple rotation. No Best Buy isn't unsafe after.
Tier 2, bulk staples, longer shelf life.
Yeah, 3 to 10 years. Grains, legumes, oils, sweeteners, shelf-stable proteins. Buy on sale, store properly. Food-grade buckets, Mylar bags, oxygen absorbers, keeps pests and spoilage out.
Tier 3, the really long-term stuff, freeze-dried.
Right, 20, 30-year shelf life. Commercial meals are convenient, nutritionally complete, space-saving, but pricey.
Try samples first.
Good idea. And factor in the water and fuel needed to rehydrate them. Compare costs, too. Bulk wheat berries are way cheaper per calorie than fancy freeze-dried meal.
Don't forget morale boosters.
Never. Dark chocolate, hard candy, instant coffee, spices.
Yeah.
Small things make a huge psychological difference.
Okay, pillar 3. Preserve and manage. Moving beyond just buying stuff.
Yeah, this is about independence, producing and preserving your own.
Home preservation methods.
Yeah.
Like canning.
Pressure canning is key for low-acid foods, veggies, meats. Kills botulism spores. Higher acid stuff like fruits can use a simpler water bath canner.
Dehydrating.
Removes moisture, reduces weight and bulk. Great for fruits, veggies, even jerky.
Fermentation.
Awesome. Sauerkraut pickles. Adds probiotics, enhances flavor. Easy to do. And even small space food production is viable.
Microgreens.
Super fast, 7-14 days. Nutrient bombs. Fast veggies 2, radishes in 25 days. Lettuce 30, bush beans 50. LED grow lights are cheap now.
How do you manage all this effectively?
Simple inventory clipboard or app. Monthly, eat and replace from your stores.
Yeah.
Quarterly deep reviews. Track what you actually eat. Most families stick to 20-25 core foods.
Okay, the challenge for this section.
Calculate your household calorie needs. Then add 1 extra week's worth of everyday foods to your Tier 1 pantry rotation.
Got it. Build that immediate buffer. Okay, let's shift gears. What happens when you're not at home? When you're caught out in the elements?
Right. Think about that hiker, Todd, in the Cascades. He had water, but died of hypothermia. Shelter trumped water in his case.
So you need a portable fortress, just like your home fortress.
Exactly. And this starts with understanding survival priorities, the rule of 3s.
Air, shelter, water, food. In that order.
Generally, yes. Roughly 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter in bad conditions, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. Tells you where to focus first.
And that first 15 minutes. Critical for mindset, right? Avoid panic.
Absolutely. Use that 5-5-5 technique. 5 deep breaths, count to 5, identify 5 immediate actions.
Gets your thinking brain online.
Okay. Stabilized, then assess.
Systematically. Injuries. Immediate danger. Weather changing. Clothing, okay. Daylight left. Can I signal? Does anyone know my plan?
That story about the Stolpa family in Nevada, stranded in the snow.
Incredible story. Minus 20 degrees. Built a snow cave. Kept them near freezing for 8 days. Shelter saved them, especially the infant.
Shows the power of prioritizing shelter.
Definitely. So let's break down the core field skills. Shelter, fire, water, food.
Sheltercraft first. Site selection is key.
Paramount. Windbreaks. Avoid low spots. Check for widowmakers overhead. Always. Then build something simple. Lean-to, A-frame tarp, debris shelter. Add thermal mass if you can. Rocks warmed by sun. Snow is a great insulator.
Dead airspace is the goal.
Trapping warmth, yes. And ground insulation is just as vital. Don't sleep directly on cold ground.
Okay, fire. 4 functions.
Warmth, water purification, signaling comfort. Huge psychological boost.
Ignition sources. Need reliable ones. Multiple. Ferro rod, windproof lighter, waterproof matches. Fresnel lens. Even battery and steel wool. Practice with them.
Fuel progression.
Crucial. Tiny tinder, pencil-thick kindling, wrist-thick fuel wood, gradual buildup, practice making feather sticks.
Natural tinder.
Birch bark, pine resin, cedar bark, dry grass, cattail fluff. Know what's in your area. Use a reflector wall, shell a pit, water next, finding it.
Look for animal trails, green vegetation. Dig in dry stream beds. Collect dew.
Then purify. 3 stages. Filter, disinfect, store.
Improvise filter.
Cloth, sand, charcoal works. Then boil 1 minute minimum, plus 1 minute per 1,000-foot elevation. Or use chemical tablets.
Transpiration bag.
Simple but effective. Clear bag over leafy branches. Can collect maybe a cup a day. Food, last priority but still important for energy.
Right. Safe wild edibles.
Learn your local ones. Plantain, dandelion, cattails, pine cambium are common. If unsure, use the universal edibility test. Slowly, carefully. Simple traps like a figure 4 deadfall can work. But prioritize easily found plants to conserve energy unless you're skilled. Hunting takes a lot of calories.
And these skills adapt to different places, right? Forest, desert, mountains.
Yeah, the principles are the same, but the materials change. Forest has wood and streams. Desert has rocks and dew. Mountains have snow and alpine plants. Coast has driftwood and seaweed. Adapt.
What about navigation, signaling, first aid?
Navigation starts before you leave. Leave a detailed plan. Use handrails like streams. Note landmarks, back bearings. Basic map compass skills are vital.
Signaling.
Create contrast. 3 of anything is distress. Dark on snow, light in forest, mirrors, whistles.
Wilderness first aid.
Stabilize first. Control bleeding. Direct pressure, elevation, pressure points, immobilized fractures. No hypothermia signs the umbles, stumbling, mumbling, fumbling, crumbling.
Those hikers who survived using these basics, shelter, fire, water, signal.
Perfect example. They followed the priorities.
So, the chain again? Shelter, fire, test, food, navigation, medical.
That's the core sequence, your challenge. Practice one shelter build, one fire start this week, even in the backyard. Build that muscle memory.
Good challenge. Practice makes prepared. Okay, let's talk security. That Katrina example, again, police response times way up, while home invasions are incredibly fast.
Stark reality. When services are stretched, self-reliance becomes paramount. You are your own first responder initially.
So, reading danger early is key. Situational awareness.
Right, using that Odo loop.
Yeah.
Observe, orient, decide, act. It's your brain's rapid response cycle.
The color codes help visualize that. White, yellow, orange, red.
Exactly. White is oblivious. Yellow is relaxed alert where you want to be normally. Orange is something's wrong. Red is immediate danger. Live in yellow.
How do you spot trouble brewing? Those pre-assault indicators.
Yeah, subtle cues. Target glancing, grooming gestures, blading the body, invading personal space, hidden hands, weight-shifting, repetitive speech, that 1,000-yard stare. Recognizing them buys you time.
Like that store clerk in Portland who noticed the signs.
Perfect example. Saw the glances, the positioning. Used verbal deterrence, faking a call to police to de-escalate before it got physical. Smart.
Verbal de-escalation is a powerful tool then, the EPS approach.
Listen, empathize, ask, paraphrase, suggest, show you're listening. I understand you're frustrated. Keep your tone calm, non-threatening stance, maintain distance, hands visible.
Voice modulation matters too. Calm, even slightly lower.
Helps project control and calmness. And know your local laws, stand your ground versus duty to retreat makes a big difference in your options.
Okay, shifting to the physical. Fortifying people and property, those concentric rings.
Perimeter, shell, interior safe room. Layers of security.
Perimeter starts with
Lighting.
big deterrent. Motion-activated lights, 700, 1,000 lumens or more. Burglars hate well-lit areas. Hostile landscaping, too thorny bushes under windows.
Door security frame and hardware are key, not just the door.
Absolutely. Grade 1 deadbolt, 1-inch throw minimum, reinforced strike plate, and long 3-inch screws into the wall studs. That's crucial.
Window security film. Buys time. Yeah, 30, 90 seconds maybe.
Yeah.
Precious time to react.
Yeah.
So the challenge, walk your perimeter tonight, check dark spots, check those deadbolts and screws. Are they solid? Consider security hinge pins too. Upgrade that lighting.
Personal defense tools. Lots of options.
Spectrum from tactical flashlights, pepper spray, batons, tasers, up to firearms. Each has pros, cons, range, legality, training needs, cost.
But the tool isn't magic. Training is essential.
Non-negotiable. No tool replaces skill and practice. Focus on that 90-second skill set. Simple, effective moves. Stable stance, angled footwork, palm heel strikes, elbows, knees. Power from hips. Aim for vulnerable spots. Practice basics.
Family safety protocols. More complex with kids involved.
Definitely. Need clear plans, rally points, one inside, one nearby, one out of area. Status codes, green, yellow, red.
Simple check-in system. And for kids, freeze and follow. Identify home-based spots. Teach safe adults, not just stranger danger. Concrete rules.
Mental resilience ties into this too. Managing stress. Think of stress like water in a cup. Good habits, sleep, fitness, nutrition empty the cup, give you more capacity for acute stress. Manage your baseline. Techniques for resilience.
Combat breathing, that 4-count pattern.
Calms the nervous system. Lowers heart rate, improves thinking. Visualization too. Mentally rehearse successful responses.
And drills.
Short, regular drills. 5-10 minutes quarterly. Home escape, communication check, shelter in place. Review afterwards. Builds confidence and competence.
Okay, challenge for this section. 15-minute perimeter walk and pick a family code word today.
Simple actions builds that security mindset.
Let's talk about leaving. That Hurricane Irma evacuation. 6 million people. Gas shortages. Gridlock.
Chaos. But those who left early had a vastly different experience. Timing is everything.
So this is where all the preparation comes together into a mobility strategy.
Exactly. When to leave, what to take, how to get there. Bug out versus bug in. Your bug out plan is your escape hatch, your insurance.
Deciding when to leave, that's tough under pressure.
Yeah.
Key factors.
Hazard proximity, how close is it? Resource longevity, how long can you last? Security levels, staying safe. Official directives, what are authorities saying?
The stoplight matrix helps. Green, yellow, red.
Simple decision tool. Green, stay. Yellow, prep to leave. Red, go now. Key red flags. Mandatory orders, visible threat, long utility outage, 72 hours, unrest, home damage, medical crisis.
The campfire example, a 30-minute delay was catastrophic.
Literally life or death. Speed matters once the decision is made.
What about those psychological traps that keep people put? Normalcy bias.
It can't be that bad.
Yeah.
Or confirmation bias, only hearing good news. Sunk cost fallacy, reluctant to leave property.
How to beat them?
Pre-scripted if-then rules. If mandatory evac order comes, then we leave in 60 minutes, period. Takes the emotional debate out.
Assigning roles helps streamline departure too.
Definitely. One monitors news, one checks supplies, one preps the car. Practice group scripts. If roads flood, then load Tier 1 gear, take alternate route B. Reduces confusion.
Okay, what to take? The mobility kit or bug-out bag?
Your 72-hour mobile life support. Balance utility versus weight. Organize into modules. Sustenance, shelter, medical tools, grab and go.
Weight management is critical. 20% of body weight max.
Good guideline. 15% for seniors. A 150-pound person aims for 30 pounds max. Water is heavy, 8.3 pounds gallon. Plan to find water and route if possible.
Modify for season and region.
Essential. Winter needs insulation, heat packs, more calories. Summer needs lighter gear, more water, sun protection. Coastal needs rust prevention. Mountain needs traction gear.
Specific valuable items often overlooked.
Spare glass contacts, cash and small bills, encrypted USB with documents, signal mirror, med list supply, laminated contacts, heavy-duty trash bags, quick clot, P100 mask, paper mounts.
Vehicle readiness. Keep the tank over 34 full.
Always. Use fuel stabilizer. Rotate fuel every few months. Tier 1 gear and reach, flashlight, cutter breaker, first aid, comms. Tier 2 and trunk. Water, tools, fluids. Use an organizer.
Cache crafting. Hiding supplies along routes.
Smart strategy. Use durable containers. PVC pipe, ammo cans, bear canisters. Site selection. The 4 S's.
Seclusion, stability, signposts, supply proximity.
Right. Hide it well. Make sure it's stable. Use natural landmarks, not obvious ones. Near potential resources. Document location, precisely. Maintain annually.
Schedule move. Routes and communication. Pace plan for routes too.
Primary, alternate contingency, emergency routes. Alternates use different roads, different fuel stops if possible. Avoid same choke points.
Speaking of choke points, bridges, merges. They bottleneck fast.
Irma showed secondary roads were much faster, 35, 45 mph versus 5, 50 mph on highways. Avoiding bottlenecks saves critical time.
Rally points again, immediate, local, distant.
Essential if you get separated. Coordinate timed communication windows too.
Communication systems, pace, structure here as well.
Yep. Primary. Cell text. Texts often get through when calls don't. Alternate. Two-way radios. Contingency. Predetermined meeting points. Emergency. Fallback locations.
Standardized messages.
Helps. Smith Family Green. Route Alpha. Mile 56. ETA 1800. Clear, concise info. Mesh networks like GoTenna are great backups too.
And finally, training drills to test it all.
Crucial. 15-minute pack-out drill. No notice departure drill. Night nav practice. Comms blackout drill. Simulate vehicle breakdown. Stress test the plan. Remember, rapid decisions based on triggers and well-practiced execution. Delays and unfamiliar routes cause most failures. Your challenge. 30-minute bag review this week and a 60-minute drive on an alternate route.
Test the plan, know the route, be ready. So we've covered a lot. Mindset, home, skills, mobility. But this isn't a one-and-done thing, is it?
Not at all. True preparedness is a lifestyle, a continuous journey needing maintenance and evolution.
Like building any habit. Takes time, consistency, around 66 days on average.
Yeah, research shows it takes repetition for things to become automatic. That's why many plans fail. They don't become integrated practices. So the key is consciously building and refreshing habits. Use that trigger action reward loop.
Like pay bills, check emergency fund, action, feel secure, reward.
Exactly. Or habit stacking, check the weather, then do a quick supply check right after. Link new habits to existing ones.
Setting up your space helps too, keeping gear visible.
Visual cues are powerful reminders. Emergency radio out, bags by the door, rotation dates on the calendar.
What about skill decay? Skills fade if you don't use them.
Big time. Proficiency can drop significantly. CPR skills fade fast, within months. Even experienced people get rusty.
But relearning is faster.
Much faster. So even brief, regular reviews maintain proficiency. You don't need full courses constantly. Integrate micro habits. 60-second gear check daily. Weekly pantry use and replace. Monthly generator run. Quarterly code word drill. Annual bug out walkthrough. Keep things fresh.
Schedule refreshers for critical skills like CPR, first aid, navigation.
Put them on the calendar. CVR first aid annually. Firearm practice quarterly if you have them. Fire starting maybe twice a year. Navigation annually. Generator monthly. Water purification annually. Treat it like an appointment. Digital tools can help here too. Habit apps, calendar alerts, checklists. Use technology to support consistency.
And this isn't just about individuals, right? Community matters.
Hugely. Strengthen community and continuous learning. Nobody masters everything. Networks multiply capability. Tool shares, skill swaps, mutual support.
How do you approach community partners?
Focus on common concerns. Storm readiness, neighborhood safety. Start there. Set clear expectations for shared resources. Document contacts, skills within the group.
Shared accountability helps keep everyone engaged.
Weekly check-ins, buddy systems, they work. And joint drills build psychological safety. Knowing you can rely on each other reduces stress immensely in a real event. Seek out formal training too. CERT, amateur radio, wilderness first aid, canning workshops, online communities for specialized knowledge. Always be learning.
Mapping it out helps. A 12-month resilience roadmap.
Align tasks with seasons. Quarterly reviews keeps you on track. And build in celebrations. Make preparedness positive. Special meals from stored food, fun outdoor skill practice. Set specific measurable goals.
Review those consumption logs too. Refine your strategy.
See what you're actually using. Adjust supplies. Assign new learning targets each quarter. A course, a book, a skill. Keep evolving. Document it. It's like a flywheel. Small, regular pushes, habits, community, planning, keep it spinning. Capability grows, anxiety shrinks. That's the goal. Hashtag tag outro.
Well, this deep dive really shows that survival, true survival, it's so much more than just stockpiling stuff, isn't it?
It really is. It's this comprehensive approach. Mindset, home, skills, mobility, community, continuous learning.
It's about consistent, thoughtful action.
Yeah, and starting small. Remember that. Each day you practice, your capability grows, your anxiety diminishes. That's a powerful feeling.
So here's a final thought for you, the listener. Share one preparedness lesson you learned today with someone you care about. Because remember, you don't rise to the occasion in emergencies. You fall to your level of training.
Make that level a little higher every single day.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Keep building that resilience.